Cue music.
I don't want gossip and talk.
A cultural expression evolved by and for the youth of today.
A little bit spicy, but not too raw, you know what I mean?
A party that's fun for all.
Do you see what's happening to the youth of today?
Now here it is, your moment of zen.
Daily Nugget.
You're listening to the Daily Nugget. It's dnugget.com. It is Sunday, April 17th. It's been a while since we've done a Jesus Religious Sunday.
It has been.
And this one...
Welcome back.
Yes, and welcome back to Jesus, Janelle. I mean, that's why we named it. Changed it just from Religious Sunday to Jesus Religious Sunday, just for your sake.
Yeah, Jesus can fight through all mental diseases, Janelle.
And so, this has to do with Easter and the ridiculousness of how being politically correct has gotten.
Yes.
You know, like...
It is really ridiculous.
You know, they don't say Christmas anymore. They say holiday, which, whatever. I can go for that because there's different holidays. Like, there's Hanukkah in that time. There's the made-up holiday of Kwanzaa.
That's
stuff
not
like
made
that.
up. It's for real.
No, I mean, but somebody made it up
in high
the
school,
60s.
we sang a song called Kwanzaa Celebration, so it's got to be real.
No,
that doesn't make any sense, saying happy holidays either, because when it's Valentine's Day, you don't say happy holidays, and that's a holiday.
Well, there's only one holiday, though, that day.
Around it, yeah. That's,
okay, happy holiday.
You could say that. You could say that whenever you wanted to. You'd be weird and British, though, because that's what they call vacation. Holiday. Weird. But...
Righto.
But Easter, I guess, I mean, and I figured it was secularized enough because there's the Easter Bunny and everything like that, you know. You can definitely not believe in Jesus at all and still say, hey, Easter's coming up. Or Happy Easter. I'm going to eat some chocolate.
Lots of candy.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to sit on the lap of just a freakishly large rabbit and get a picture taken. Whatever. Whatever floats your boat. But apparently, that's not enough. That this is in Seattle. There was a school in Seattle. This story comes from Fox40.com. She's helping out. There's this teenage girl who's helping out in an elementary class, and she wanted to bring Easter eggs to the kids. So she talked to the teacher, and the teacher went to go get approval, and she said that the administration said she could do it as long as she didn't call them Easter eggs. She called them spring spheres.
Spring balls.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, see, what?
That's such a big deal about it.
It is such a big deal. Like, what kind of infringement was an egg on someone's religion?
Chill out.
No.
Maybe,
No.
Maybe it's a symmetrics thing. Maybe they just need things to be symmetrical.
You know, because they look doesn't even describe what it is. Well, let's go hide some spheres. That doesn't even roll. I mean, come on.
That sounds really festive. I like that.
What is the White House going to do? They have the traditional egg roll. Well, let's go roll some spheres. What?
I know, it's ridiculous.
You know, this is like one of those face palm moments. Why? I just want to slap somebody, really. That just makes me so angry. Why mess with it? It's broken.
They don't like with Merry Christmas, they don't want to say Merry Christmas because it'll offend someone. Well,
maybe
they don't care that it offends us that we can't say it, or it offends us that they ban it, or they, makes a big old deal about it.
Well, I don't understand why an egg is offensive. I mean, you eat them for breakfast. What is the deal?
If you are not vegan.
Well, let's not offend them.
This may be a problem from PETA. They would rather not have us paint the shells of an unborn baby chick.
Oh my gosh.
Therefore, we need to paint spring balls. I mean spheres.
Oh, this is so ridiculous. It's so ridiculous, it's laughable. That's what's so funny about this. I mean, come on, people, get a brain.
Yeah, well, what's the point where does it end? That's the question.
Exactly.
Well, where does it start?
I mean, we're going to start, we'll start talking about things like, 4th of July may offend people that don't like freedom, so we'll call it we will no longer have a 4th of July. Maybe we'll just go right from the 3rd to the 5th. I mean, who knows?
Maybe we'll just have Happy Explosion Day and we'll just go blow up people's houses. What?
Wow.
That sounds festive too.
Or maybe
Janelle, you make everything sound so festive. I like that. Hiding spears, blowing up houses. It's great.
Happy Explosion Day.
I want to live in your world, Janelle.
Happy
Great.
Explosion
I
Day in
know.
Janelle's household is called Monday.
It's right. It is when I do all my best target work. Don't kid yourself. Yeah.
And apparently, the kids, of course, know
Yes.
better too, because this girl in the story says she showed them the eggs, and the teacher said, "Oh, look, spring spheres," and the kids said, "Wow, Easter eggs." So they knew.
They weren't fooled.
I just wonder, like, is there some sort of book of politically correct terms that they pass out to schools or something? Like, where did the administration even get the idea to call them spring spheres?
It was the math teacher.
It sounds like a math teacher thing, doesn't it?
I'm telling you, man, it's all about symmetrics.
Yeah.
It was probably thesaurus.com.
Well, an egg technically isn't a sphere.
It isn't. That's so dumb about it. If you're gonna, I mean, what is the shape of an egg? It's egg shaped. It's oval, but it's round. What do you do?
Okay, so it was their not so smart math teacher. the lesser.
And this is why public schools are failing.
Oh no.
Well, let's see here. There's a few
Yeah.
different. I was looking at thesaurus.com. They could have called it. They could have called it an ovaloid.
Ovaloid? Spring
much better.
ovaloids.
That sounds odd.
Ovaloid.
This actually makes me really sad. Oh,
You could have called it.
spring.
Okay, so I'm looking up. So I like ovaloid. I'm trying to think of something else we could call it. And then some synonyms for spring. We could call it the. We could call it the budding ovaloid. The flowering ovaloid. Seed time
No.
ovaloid.
Pre-summer.
Vernal equinox ovaloid.
Okay. Yeah.
I like that. The vernal equinox.
The
Equinox ovaloid.
primavera.
So they call them spring spheres, and this is supposed to be more PC and not to offend anybody. Well, for people who don't like spring, then what?
Who doesn't like spring?
Season.
Well, I'm just saying. What if there's somebody who doesn't
I can
like
tell you
spring?
this much. There's a whole bunch of emo kids out there that don't like anything. So I'm guessing spring.
There
is
you
on
go.
the list.
So if we're so concerned about just accommodating everybody and their offenses and making everything plain, how far is it going to go?
Here's how far it's going to go.
I don't like homeschoolers.
This should
So-
not offend anybody. The official new name for Easter eggs is the vernal equinox elliptical.
There you have it.
There it is.
Okay.
Thank you, Andy Uso, for coining the correct phrase for the nugget. Really, people
Not
should
gonna
follow our
lie, I'm gonna
example.
be able to remember that.
The vernal equinox elliptical.
Way too many syllables.
Yeah, and what if there's like a 3-year-old who wants that for breakfast? Then what?
Well, you pronounce it. You can abbreviate it to VEE.
That makes it easier. I
Or
like that.
Or you could just say wow.
Wow.
This is a terrible nugget. It's a horrible nugget.
If you would like to tell us about your own adventures in political correctness,
The crazy train's coming to get you.
hey, you know what? I didn't get to tell my best story of political correctness when I was at school.
Oh boy.
I'm talking
What's
about
that?
of being afraid to say the word God in school. I was in 5th grade. Okay, and this was a while ago, back when you could still do certain things at school that had to do with anything about Jesus. You could at least maybe say his name every once in a while. But 5th grade, our choir was going to sing "God is Watching Us." But the teacher did not want to get in trouble with the ACLU, so he changed "God is Watching Us" to "They are watching us."
What? Like Big Brother?
I don't know. We don't know who was watching us. Like aliens. They're watching us from a distance.
You're like, you guys don't even know what you're singing about, and that's what you're singing.
Yes.
That's great.
We said they're watching us. Also, I remember from that same program, we sang a song about we're killing the ozone. Man, how much was I being indoctrinated as a kid?
That
Killing
was
the
festive.
ozone. And then it was talking about how we shouldn't use styrofoam. And one of the lines, no
Very
joke,
deep song.
one of the lines from the song, this is no joke, I don't know why I still know this, because I was indoctrinated so well, but it said, tell them to put it on paper or I'll see you later, oh yeah. Because we didn't want to use styrofoam, so we said, either, I guess what we're supposed to tell these people, these business owners, if you don't use paper, then we'll go somewhere else.
Wow.
Was Al Gore your principal?
Still worried about the polar bears.
It's funny
Yeah.
you ask that, Janelle.
No.
Good. I was hoping you'd show.
Oh,
I'm
mercy.
afraid, Janelle, that's going to cost you some time in my office.
Oh, wonderful.
Andy, you're going to need to do a lot of editing on this one.
That was my one funny line.
There
You're
it
not
is.
going to take that out, are you?
No. So if you have a politically correct experience that you've experienced sometime that's just as ridiculous as what we talked about, be sure to send us a note,
All right.
nuggethatemail@gmail.com or dnugget.com. That's how you do it. That's the Daily Nugget.